I loved browsing flea markets, searching for forgotten stories. One sunny morning, a small stall caught my eye. Among old trinkets, I saw it, half a wooden music box. It showed a delicate ballerina, her arm reaching out. The wood was old, but the painting was still beautiful. I felt a gentle pull towards it, a strange curiosity. Back in my cozy apartment, surrounded by my books, I carefully cleaned the ballerina piece. Its dark cherry wood felt smooth under my fingers. I traced the clean, broken edge with my thumb, feeling a pang of sadness. It was beautiful, yes, but so incomplete. I wondered about its other half, its lost melody. Meanwhile, in a dusty antique shop across town, Stephen, a man who loved fixing things, was looking for spare parts. He had a practical eye. Tucked away on a shelf, he found the other half of the music box. It showed a tin soldier, brave in his red uniform. Stephen noticed the broken mechanism inside. He was immediately intrigued. In his busy workshop, Stephen placed his half of the box under a magnifying glass. He saw the tiny gears, the bent comb, the damaged cylinder. This was a real challenge. He pulled out his sketch pad, his hands moving with purpose. He began drawing, planning how to bring the old mechanism back to life. He was determined. As I looked at my ballerina, I felt a strange connection to her, almost a quiet hope. It was more than just an antique. At the same time, Stephen, in his workshop, felt a similar pull to his tin soldier. He knew it was a challenging repair, but he felt a sense of purpose. Both of us, unknowingly, shared this quiet anticipation. I decided to take a chance. Maybe someone out there knew something. I took a clear photo of my ballerina piece and uploaded it to an online forum for antique collectors. I wrote a short message asking if anyone recognized it or knew its history. It felt like sending a message in a bottle full of hope. Later that day, Stephen was scrolling through the same antique forum on his tablet in his workshop. He often checked it for repair tips. Suddenly, he stopped. His eyes widened in surprise. There on the screen was a photo of the ballerina, the other half of his tin soldier. He couldn't believe it. Stephen quickly grabbed his half of the music box and took a photo. He typed a reply, his fingers moving fast, explaining he had the other half. Moments later, back in my apartment, my laptop chimed. A new message. I gasped as Stephen's photo appeared on my screen. The two halves, finally, were almost together. We exchanged a few more messages, both excited and a little nervous. We quickly agreed to meet. A quiet park cafe seemed like the perfect, neutral place. The air was filled with anticipation. It felt like the start of something truly special, a chance to complete a broken story. When we finally met, we were both a little shy, but our smiles were warm. We sat down and, without a word, each of us carefully placed our half of the music box on the table, the ballerina and the tin soldier. They slid together, clicking perfectly into place. A feeling of magic and relief filled the air. We talked for hours over coffee in my apartment, the split music box lid between us. Stephen told me how he had found his half in an old clock shop, hidden beneath dusty gears. I laughed, explaining my half was a surprise in a box of old books from a yard sale. A clear, easy friendship began to form between us since we shared a love for forgotten treasures. It felt natural to decide to fix the box together. Stephen had the mechanical skills, and I understood delicate restoration. We moved to his workshop, a place filled with the smell of wood and oil. He cleared a space on his sturdy workbench, and we carefully laid out the music box pieces, ready to begin our work. Days turned into evenings as we worked. I used tiny brushes, carefully restoring the faded paint on the lid, bringing the ballerina's pink tutu back to life. Meanwhile, Stephen, with his steady hands, used fine tools to adjust the tiny, intricate gears of the mechanism. We worked in comfortable silence, each focused on our part, yet aware of the other's presence. One afternoon, as we both reached for a tiny screw, our hands accidentally brushed. It was just a fleeting touch, but we both paused. Our eyes met across the workbench, and for a moment the workshop sounds faded. A tender, unspoken understanding passed between us, warm and unexpected. Finally, the restoration was complete. The music box was whole again, its cherry wood gleaming, its painted lid vibrant. Stephen carefully placed the two halves of the lid together. The ballerina and the tin soldier were finally united, reaching for each other just as they were meant to be. We looked at our finished work, a deep sense of pride filling us both. The moment of truth arrived. Stephen carefully picked up the box, his fingers finding the small winding key on the bottom. He turned it slowly, a soft clicking sound filling the quiet workshop. Both of us leaned in, watching with bated breath, our anticipation almost tangible. We hoped for a melody, a sign of success. Then a sweet, clear melody filled the air. It was delicate yet strong, a sound that had been silent for decades. The tiny ballerina and tin soldier figures on the lid slowly began to rotate. They moved in a gentle circle, as if dancing a perfect duet, their painted hands almost touching. It was truly magical. The melody continued to play, but our eyes moved from the box to each other. A deep, meaningful smile spread across Stephen's face, mirrored by my own. We had done it. Our shared project had created more than just a restored music box. It had forged a powerful, undeniable bond between us. It felt like a new beginning. Sometime later, we found ourselves sitting on a park bench, the afternoon sun warm on our faces. The restored music box rested on the bench between us, its sweet melody playing softly. We were comfortable and happy, simply enjoying the quiet moment together. The music box was a silent testament to our journey. As the melody continued, Stephen's hand gently found mine on the bench. Our fingers intertwined, a simple gesture that spoke volumes. The camera gently focused on the music box, its figures still dancing their duet. It was a beautiful symbol of our new beginning, leaving our story open for a future filled with shared melodies and growing love. If you liked the video, subscribe and hit the bell to not miss the next part.
Si te gustó el video, suscríbete y activa la campanita para no perderte la próxima parte.